Is that you?
All right, buddy.
That's you, right?
Just call me if you need me, okay?
Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight to this edition of Vikings football. It is game 1 of the 2023 community college football season. Today, the Vikings are playing the visiting Riverside City College Tigers. Right now, the captains are at midfield getting ready for the coin toss. So in just a few moments, we will see what that decision is going to be. As we're coming in, let's see here. Referee Timothy Kiefer, he's getting ready to do that toss. Let's see what we got. Okay. It appears that Riverside has won the toss. They are choosing to receive the ball. Long Beach is going to be lining up at the 40, at the south end zone, kicking away from the clock. So the special teams are going out there right now. As soon as I have some information on who tonight's kicker is to start, I will get that to you. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me tonight in today's broadcast, my partner, Mr. Reggie. He will be assisting me tonight as we're coming in to tonight's contest, and we're gonna have some fun. Hopefully, this is gonna be a good game. A little background for you: the Riverside Tigers are coming into the first game this year after a undefeated season in 2022.
It's not undefeated. They went 12-1.
Well, they went 12-0, and then they made it to the state championship game, and that is where they lost to the San Mateo College. Right now, let's see.
So they're a pretty good football team. They went to the championship the last 3 years.
We have. All right. So the kicker, he's getting ready to put this ball into play for the first time tonight. It's number 46.
Ray
Sanchez. He's a 6'2 sophomore out of Carson. Referee blows the whistle, and here we go. The 2023 season is underway. And it's going to result in a run from the end zone. He's bringing it up the middle of the field. He's got blockers, and he's brought down at about the 27-yard line.
I'm surprised he brought it out there. He was deep in the end zone when he caught it. That's a confident returner.
Indeed. I was thinking it could have ended up in a touchback touchback where he could have taken that knee in the end zone, brought the ball up to the 25, but he did advance it 2 yards forward. All right. Quarterback for Riverside drops under pressure. He's coming up, and he's taken down at the 29-yard line for a 2-yard gain. It's going to be second down and 8 at the Riverside 29.
That was good defense by the Vikings. Oh. Riverside is going hurry up offense right now.
Here's the snap. It's a pass. It's a pass play. Quarterback's under pressure. Oh, and he is taken down at the 21-yard line. Big hit on the quarterback. What defense.
7-yard loss on the play.
That's going to result in a loss of 7 yards, dropping them back to the 22, which is going to result in a 3rd and 15 for Riverside to open this game. All right. There's the snap. It's a pass, play action. Doesn't look like he got far enough in. It's going to be 4th down at the Riverside 30-yard line.
That was a good start by the Vikings defense.
Viking defense are going to force the first punt of the season from Riverside. Back deep to receive. That's going to be, what number do we have back there?
Mr. Hirsch.
There's the kick. It's a shallow one. It's going to drop at about the 56, picked up by Riverside. Or excuse me, the 44 is where it hit the ground. And now the Viking offense will take the field for the first time this season. So what do you let's see. All right. Offensive line is out there. We're getting ready to go. Receivers are lined up. Motion. There's the snap.
Hands it off to the tailback.
It's a run, and he's taken down.
That's a big hit.
Progress was stopped at about the 47. What'd you see there, Reggie?
Little tailback. Going to the outside. Riverside made a good play. Short gain.
It's going to be a 2nd and 7 from the 47-yard line.
Quarterback's in the shotgun.
Shotgun pass. Play action up the middle, and it's caught. That's going to be good for a Vikings first down.
It's a good catch. He held on to that after taking that big hit.
That first down is going to be at the Riverside 44. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Looks
ready
like
for the first game.
Sort of a wildcat or
running play up the middle to the left, and he's brought down at the 39. That's going to be a gain of 4 yards, resulting in a 2nd and 6.
the Vikings are switching it up a
At
lot.
the 39.
In the shotgun with tailback
Once again,
to the left.
shotgun pass, motion. Drops back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete as
They might call intentional.
the defense did come in and brought that pressure.
They're looking to see if it's intentional grounding, and it is.
Flag is thrown on the play. Let's wait to see what the call is. We're possibly looking at intentional grounding.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody in the area.
Question is, was he out of the pocket? So let's see. What do we have? Here comes the announcement.
There has to be somebody in the area when he's in the pocket.
Here we go.
Yes, intentional grounding.
It is going to be intentional grounding on the quarterback, who tonight our starting quarterback is Will Madonna. He's 6'2", sophomore year out of Mayfair High School.
Loss of 10.
Looked like there was some confusion on that play.
Just a little bit. They were waiting to see if there was conclusive evidence on whether or not to throw that flag. And in their opinion, yes, there was.
Riverside's giving good pressure on the quarterback, so he had to get rid of it pretty fast before the play developed.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that it appeared as though the defense formed a blitz and came right up through that gap in the middle and put the pressure right there on Will. Looks like they're going a lot of shotgun formation tonight. There's the snap. It's going to be a pass play. He's looking for his receiver.
There's a little bit of
He
time.
has to scramble over to the left. Flags on the play. It's going to be an incomplete pass. sets up a 2nd and 10. Handoff to the runner. He's going to bring it up the left side, but he's going to get swallowed up by the Tiger defense. He brings it up to around the 26 or 27-yard line, thereabouts.
Tiger defense is really good up front. They getting a nice push. It's going to be hard for the Vikings to get good yardage off of that.
This defensive line, with the coaching staff that Riverside has and has had in the past, these guys are taught well. They are taught football very well.
Running back motions out, empty backfield.
Quarterback's going to keep it. He's throwing. Incomplete. Looks like Riverside number 7, he was looking. That's Hagen Foreman out there on the defense. Appears he was looking to grab that interception, but was not able to. It's going to set up a 4th and 7. Once again, the Viking special teams, they're going to line up on the left hash, and they're going to kick it from about the 15-yard line. The kick is away. It's up in the air.
It's returnable.
That is.
Oh, he drops it.
He muffs the catch, and he's going to be taken down
good.
at the 26. Not very much of a return.
Good stuff.
There is a flag on the
LBCC.
play, and it appears that one of the Viking special teams might have been hit on that play. There is an injury timeout on the field. It could very well be the kicker, but let's find out. That is indeed what it's going to be. It's going to be a personal foul roughing the kicker against the Riverside defense. That's going to result in an automatic first down. But right now, the concern is that of the Vikings kicker. So he's going to hobble off the field very carefully, and he will be looked at the medical tent.
Vikings offense is going to have to capitalize off of this penalty.
Indeed, that gave them the automatic first. They're now further upfield. That brought them to the 42-yard line. So you hear that from the Vikings public address announcer. 8 minutes, 14 seconds on the clock. Shotgun formation. Pass to the running back, who's taken down at the 46-yard line. Gain of 4.
That's a good gain. They got to keep stuff like that up so they can get the lineman off of the quarterback and stop the blitz.
We'll see what the offensive coaches decide to do here. Once again, we do have that shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff. No, excuse me, it's a fake handoff on a pass, but it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was number 9, Sionta Davis. 6'2", freshman out of Dominguez High School.
The Vikings are going to have to start completing some passes.
If they want to get down the field, they have to find those receivers. But right now, that's going to set up another shotgun formation, 3rd and 6. With 7.5 left in the first quarter. It's going to be
flag on the play.
The call is going to be a delay of game against the Vikings. That's going to set them back to a 3rd and 11 at what is now the 41-yard line. That's a costly error for the Vikings offense. They needed to get up the field, and that penalty has pushed them back. So we have to see what they can produce on this 3rd and long. We have a shotgun formation with backs right. Motion, he's going out. There's the pass. Or excuse me, there's the snap. Long down the field. No catch, no flags, clean play. 4th down.
That pass falls incomplete. Kyle Rowe gives it to receiver. Jonathan Howard's team coverage. 4th and 11 for Vikings.
So that sets up 4th and 11, and it's going to be another punt. We can say this: there has been good defense on both sides as of the time of this game. Here comes the kick. It's up high in the air.
That's his second
It's
string
going to
punter.
land at the 28 and bounce down to the
Got a good roll.
17-yard line. It rolled.
It was a short punt, but it got a good roll.
Short punt, rolled 11 yards back.
That
So
is
now-
the second string kicker.
So now we look to see what the offense has in store.
Let's see if Vikings can keep up that pressure on the defense. Keep them pinned down in their own territory.
Ball at their own 18-yard line.
Looks like the
Fake handoff, looking to pass. He's going to be brought down at the, they're going to spot him at the 21-yard line for a gain of 3 on that play. Sets up a 2nd and 7.
they're hurrying up right now,
Hurry up offense.
getting off pretty fast. Screen play.
It does not appear like that was enough. Looks like he was out of bounds just short of that 1st down marker.
And they are ready again. Good play by the
It was
Vikings.
3rd and 2. Did he get enough?
No.
No. Falls
That was a
just
good
short.
stop. Are they gonna
And
go
it
for
appears they will not go for it. They are going to punt it away once again. Good job on the Viking defense there. They were able to keep them to 1 set of downs and not move the chains. So now, or yes, okay, so they are setting up for that punt.
Nobody's really got in a good rhythm tonight.
Low snap, kick is away. Fair catch called at the 35-yard line.
Right now it's just a battle of the defenses.
Indeed. These two teams have some of the top defensive lines in recent years within the community college area. Especially Riverside, considering that they were undefeated last year until that championship game.
Let's see if the Vikings can get something going here.
Oh, and that's going to be a penalty, encroachment on the defense. That's going to be, it appears.
Outside against the Tigers.
Encroachment against number 52 of the Tigers.
That's a good way to get taken out of the game.
So he was,
Coach took him out quick.
he was taken out immediately after jumping that line. So it sets up now a 1st and 5. And we'll see what we have on this play.
A little
Hands
trickery.
it off to the running back. He's going to run. and he's going to get the first down.
Looks like there was a little skirmish down there.
It's going to set up that.
Brought down by Dayton Ford. He needed 5, he got more. First down, Vikings.
Kanye Hunter was the running back on that carry. He's 6'2", a sophomore out of Dominguez High School.
Oh, an option read.
Backwards pass, and he's going to run it for quite the gain. Did he get enough? Yes, he did. Kanye Hunter with the carry once again, and he gets what appears to be a 12-yard run, possibly 11. But it's good enough for another Vikings first down. That sets up the 1st and 10 at the Riverside 40. They have advanced for what I believe is the first time this evening into Riverside territory.
Let's see if they can build off of these nice couple of plays. Get a little momentum going.
The Vikings continue to stay in that shotgun formation with the running backs at either side of the quarterback. Up the middle, taken down at the 39-yard line, gain of 1 on the carry. 2nd and 9 with 4.5 left to play in the first quarter.
Another good play. They keep running the ball. The passing isn't working. So they're gonna tire out the defense a little bit.
From what we were seeing in pregame warmups, the place kicker for the Vikings can kick the ball very far, but it doesn't look like he's gonna need one because it's gonna result in a touchdown for the Vikings. That was number 7, Jay Caldwell, the
wide receiver.
The wide receiver from Commerce High School, 6'1", sophomore year. He gets the Vikings on the board for the first time in this game. He found that gap and he took it.
The Tigers played right into the Vikings' hands. The Vikings kept running the ball.
Point after attempt is up, and it is good. So
Vikings kept running the ball, and Tigers brought the pressure, and they ran right over the top.
So with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the score is the Long Beach City College Vikings 7, Riverside City College Tigers 0. Still plenty of football left to play in this game.
Plenty of football after a slow start.
That was a good way to get the momentum, get that momentum shift, and really bring it to where it should have been considering who these two teams are.
Now let's see if the defense can keep up that great play.
So now this will be the second kickoff return. It's in the air.
Short kick.
He's gonna return it. He's got blockers. He's coming down the field. Stiff arms the defender and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 37 or 38-yard line.
He got a crease and he took it. Got him about 20 more yards.
He made that catch at about the 12-yard line and brought it up another 20. He got the defense that he needed, and he found that open sideline on the right, and he went for it.
They're going up and hurry up offense again. Motion by the tight end.
Fakes the handoff, steps up to pass, downfield,
A one-hand catch.
and it appears that he made that catch. That's the wide receiver, number 1, Kajaya Holloway, He's a sophomore, stands at 6'4", out of San Jacinto High School.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the Vikings 42-yard line.
And they're right back up there on the line, ready to go.
They've brought the ball into Vikings territory. Again, fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield, looking for his receivers. The defense can't get to him in time. He throws the ball away.
It's good D by the Viking. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So that sets up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball remains at the Vikings 42-yard line.
And we'll see what the offense has in store on the 2nd and 10 play. Fakes it again, throws. His receiver is there, gets the ball, and is brought down at about the 35-yard line. The receiver there was number 5, Norion Espadron.
Good tackle. I wonder if they're going to bring the pressure this time.
There's a gain of 7 on the play, so it sets up 3rd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, no pressure. Oh, screen play.
He's going to get the first down. He's going to get even more, and he's finally brought down at the 20.
That was a good play by the Tigers. Caught the Vikings off guard with that screen play.
Tigers are threatening here with 2.5 left in the first quarter. They're at 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And we have a timeout taken by the Tigers as it appears they were not ready for their next play. So while we wait for them to return, the Tigers this year are being led by 13-year veteran Tom Kraft as their head coach. He has quite the resume on him. Multiple Coach of the Year awards, multiple titles, conference, national, state championships. He's got the whole 9 yards when it comes to coaching. As for the Vikings, they are led by 12th year head coach Brett Peabody. He also has himself a reputation in the community college area. He has led the Vikings to a conference championship, as well as, I believe, a national championship back in 2017.
Tigers came out quick, got the ball off quick, another screen play.
He stays in bounds, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. That's number 4, Demarion Young, the wide receiver sophomore from Corona Centennial High School.
That was a quick answer by the Tigers.
Indeed. Took them not even
2
2 minutes to get back in the end zone.
To get back in the game.
So now they're going to come in for the point after. It's up, and it's good. So, your score with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter is tied at 7 apiece. Again, still plenty of football left to play. And right now, you'll have, once again, the Viking special teams out on the field, and the Riverside, or yes, the special teams on both sides. You'll have the kickers for Riverside, and you'll have the receivers for the Vikings.
Let's see if the Vikings can keep up that momentum that they had on offense the last time around.
If they can take it back down the field, we know that we're in for a good game and
So it's a good game.
potentially a good season. Already, not even through one quarter, we have ourselves a good game. But right now, we're focusing on the next one. Kick is up.
It's returnable.
It is returnable. He goes to the right side of the field, has a hole, and he's going to bring it up to the 27-yard line. Caught the ball at about the 1, so he brings that ball back about 26 yards.
First and 10 for the Vikings.
The first and 10 right there at the 27-yard line.
The Vikings can keep completing passes. That'll take some pressure off the quarterback. They'll start dropping more people instead of blitzing like they've been doing all night.
The
So let's see what they
receiver,
do.
the receiver there on that play was Jay Caldwell. Handoff to the running back. He's going to be taken down in the backfield. Helmet comes off of the defender, so he will be sent off for one play. But the defense got to that running back quickly and brought him down in the backfield. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 15 for the Vikings. Push them back just a little bit.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14. Flags on the play. Most likely going to be either, it's going to be a false start against the Vikings. That's going to push them back another 5 yards. So it's now going to be, it will now be 2nd and 19 for the Vikings. They are deep in their own territory on this 2nd down play. It appeared as though they called that because there could have been a jump at the line of scrimmage or potentially too many men in motion before the snap. But now, quarterback's going to drop back. He runs, he looks, downfield, incomplete.
The Vikings don't have to get all the yards back on one play or the first down on the first play. They just got to make it manageable. And going for that long pass was not it.
Trying to throw deep each time is not really how you can gain yardage back. Granted, if you can get a man open, then you have yourself a catch. But right now, we have another pass play, but the quarterback's going to be snapped. It's going to be another huge loss for the Vikings.
Looks like
Big loss. That's going to bring them all the way back to the 10-yard line. So now it's going to be a punt, 4th and what appears to be.
looks like the Tigers are making an adjustment, and it's starting to pay off.
What appears to be, it's going to be 4th and 22 from the Vikings' 10-yard line. The kicker has to go into his own end zone to make this kick. Almost blocked by Riverside. Hits the ground and just stops there.
The defender could have blocked it. He stopped before he got there because in fear of hitting the kicker again.
Very well could have been that same situation where the ball could have been blocked prior to the kick. The defenders got up there in enough time, but the kick was away before they could get to the kicker. So now that is going to set up 1st and 10. And what will most likely be bringing us to the end of the first quarter with 16 seconds remaining.
Now the pressure's on the defense. They have a short field to work with.
They're already in their own. The defense is already working out of their own territory. He's looking deep, and he's got the receiver wide open. It's going to result in another touchdown for the Tigers.
Looked like a miscommunication between the DBs.
The receiver there was just left wide open. Nobody was covering.
That pass complete to Jesse Campbell. Touchdown for the Tigers.
Jesse Campbell, number 3, was the receiver for that touchdown catch. Extra point is up, and it is good. So now your score, with 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter, is Riverside 14, Long Beach 7. We're going to get a slow motion replay here of that touchdown. And we can see as we're going down the field, he's just left wide open at the 20-yard line. No defenders were anywhere near him. They tried to get up to him in time before he reached the end zone. The diving attempt was not successful. They got the touchdown.
Tigers have scored 14 unanswered points.
Indeed, 14 unanswered in a matter of 4 minutes.
Let's see.
So this kick here will most likely bring us to the end of the quarter. Oh, he muffs the catch, but he picks it back up. But he's still going to run. He's got room, and he goes out of bounds finally at about the 35-yard line. That's where they're going to spot him. 2 seconds on the clock. This is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter on this next play. That was an interesting return. The receiver was there, and he muffed the catch, and it went about 5 yards in front of him. He ran up and grabbed the ball again, and then brought it back about another 20 yards.
For a decent return.
Right now, they're going to get one more snap off before the end of the quarter. We'll see what this results in. A handoff to the right side, and he's going to be tackled for about a 5-yard gain there. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
And that will conclude the first quarter of play.
At the end of the first quarter, the score, Riverside 14, Long Beach 7. Anything you want to talk about from that first quarter of play, Reggie? Anything of note to look out for the rest of this game?
I feel like the Vikings need to complete more passes. With the way the quarterback is throwing right now, he's not completing very many passes, so the Tigers are just blitzing, and the pressure is just on him. He gotta complete some passes so he can have them drop back in coverage more, and that'll open up the run game.
Right. It just appears that Will Madonna, he's not getting that the O-line just does not appear to really be working in his favor right now. Yes, there were some good plays that he was able to make, but we still have time to play, and things can get better.
Well, I don't know if it's so much the O-line. He has time to throw. He's just not throwing it, or his receivers might not be open.
Right.
But we'll see this.
So here we go, 2nd and 5 to start the second quarter. That's going to be down the field.
That's a good throw.
He catches the ball, but he's out of bounds. However, there is
flag.
going to be an either encroachment or a false start. Let's find out. It is indeed going to be an encroachment call against the Tigers. That's going to give the Vikings an automatic first down.
Yeah, once you see an encroachment, you automatically go downfield, and that's exactly what the quarterback did. You take a shot downfield.
Knowing that he was going to get the first down,
Yes.
he just throws it downfield. He tries to get that yardage. If he'd have made the catch, that 5 yards would have been added to the end of the run. However, now another encroachment flag. excuse me, there are there's 2 flags on the play. There's one on defense and one on offense.
Offside against the Tigers.
It's going to be another offside foul against the Tigers, so it's going to be 5 yards back once again.
Hey, they'll take it. They'll take what they can get right now.
That puts the Vikings at midfield, 1st and 5 from the 50-yard line. Looking to bring the threat.
It's giving them a hard count so they can stop blitzing so much. They're timing it.
Snap is away. Run is up the
good
left
run.
side. And he's going to be brought down at the 45. That's going to be good for a Viking first down.
Nice cut by the running back on that play.
He got it. First down, Vikings.
Does it appear that Coach Peabody could have said something during that quarter break that told this offense that they need to work?
Another decent run. Well, we'll see. Quarter just started. It's been about 30 seconds. We'll see.
Very true. Clock continues to run. That last run sets up a 2nd and 6 from the 41-yard line in Riverside territory. Snap is away. Fakes the pass, hands it off to the running back, and he's going to be swallowed up by a gaggle of defenders.
For a short gain.
Short gain of about 5 yards.
This is a big 3rd down right here. They're in like kind of no man's land.
Gain of 3.
I don't know if they can hit a field goal kick from this far back, but they have to get a first down if they want to get on the board.
If the Vikings want to potentially tie this game, they do have to get that first down, but they're not going to get it. The defense slipped right through and brought that running back down right away. So it's going to result in a loss. Takes them back to the 42-yard line. And it looks like we're going to have our first field goal attempt of the season, possibly, or we could be looking at another punt. We are going to see a punt, not a field goal attempt. The second timeout is now being taken by the Tigers with 12 3/4 remaining.
Timeout taken by Riverside. That is their second of the first half. They have one
That was a good
remaining.
play by the Tigers. They're not very afraid of the pass, so they brought everybody.
What do you think the special teams is talking about right now? Do you think they run a trick play and they try to get that first down, or are they going to punt it away? What do you think?
I don't think they run a trick play right now. The game is still close. Riverside has all the momentum right now, but the game is still in reach. They don't need to try anything crazy right now. They just need to pin them in deep. Hopefully the punter can pin them in within a 10 this time.
Right.
And then feed off their defense. Hopefully their defense can pick it back up. Two touchdowns the last 2 possessions for the defense. They got to pick it up.
Let's see where this one ends up.
Oh, muffled.
Bad snap. Bad kick. Picked up at the 30. He's going down the sideline, and he's going to get out of bounds at... They're going to spot him at the... Where are they going to spot him here? They're going to spot him at the 45-yard line. That's where they're going to spot the result of that play.
Definitely not what the Vikings was looking for.
No, they were hoping that they could potentially get it further back, if not in the end zone, to result in that touchback to put it at the 25. But they will take anything they can get. Another hurry-up offense there. That running back doesn't get very far. He gets swallowed up.
Good play by the defense. The defense got to get ready quick, though. They're walking around while Riverside is running around right now. They got to be ready.
Riverside has that hurry-up offense ready to go. They're trying to catch the Vikings off guard. They have done that a couple times tonight so far, catching the Vikings defense off guard with that hurry-up offense, getting the snap off quickly, and having it ready to go.
That's 2 good defensive stops in a row. See if they can get another one.
Those last 2 plays are going to result in 3rd and 7 for the Tigers.
They got to watch out for those screen plays. The Tigers has been getting them on those screen plays.
It appears the offensive line is having difficulty. The defense was lining up offside, but he pushed himself back. Open pocket. Oh,
that's the first.
Ball is caught at the Vikings 44-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
That's a good throw and catch by the Tigers. The quarterback was under pressure and still got it out. Accurate. It's a good play. Defensive line got to get the quarterback down faster than that.
He's got defenders. He's got room. He's going down the line. Can't tackle him. However, it does appear that they are going to mark him out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
I just said the Vikings got to get better at covering those screens. The screens have been killing them, and it just killed them again.
It appeared as though the Tigers could have had a touchdown there, but the officials ruled him out of bounds at the 13. So now that sets up first down.
Play action.
Here's the pass to the corner of the end zone.
That's out.
He caught it, but he was out of bounds. Was not able to get the feet down.
The ref could have called a push-off on a receiver.
Possibly could have been an offensive pass interference call. However, it was not. They play on. 2nd and 10. Once again from the 13-yard line. We'll see what the Tigers have in store on this second down play. Running back drops behind the quarterback. What appeared to be a shotgun formation, possibly moving up under center. No, he's going to remain in shotgun. Looks to pass. In the end zone, it is caught for another Tiger touchdown.
The Riverside quarterback has gotten in the rhythm.
Yes, he has.
It's like he can't miss.
Who is their starter out there? Did we get his number? Were we able to? Who did? Either way, the kick is up and good. So now, with 10.5 remaining in the first half of the game, the Tigers are up with a quite marginal lead. It's a 3-score game for the Tigers right now.
Two score.
Coming up on the slow motion replay here, he faked the handoff, drops back, and the intended receiver was there, ready to receive.
See, on that play, the DB has to get his head turned around so he can spot the ball and make a better play on the ball. He was there, he just didn't get his eyes on the ball.
And that's the quarterback, number 15, Jordan Barton. He's a sophomore out of Damien High School. But right now, the Vikings, the offense has to produce something here if they want to get back in this game. Still early though. Still some time to go. He's going to take the knee and take the touchback. Ball's going to come up to the 25-yard line.
The offense has to get something going. That is 21 unanswered points. If they don't want this game to get further out of hand, the offense has to stay on the field and they have to get some points.
Indeed. The Viking offense needs to put some points on the board if they wish to get back in this game. Fakes the handoff. Pass is complete to the receiver. Looks like he went out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Gain of 7. It's a gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 for the Vikings. Not a bad way to start the possession there.
Yes.
Another shotgun formation. They're going with those a lot in this game. Hands off to the running back, but he gets swallowed up, and he's not going to go anywhere on that play. In fact, it looks like it's going to be a 1-yard loss. No, they are going to say he did get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's forward progress.
So no gain on the play. 3rd and 3 now for the Vikings.
The Tigers are in every gap when the Vikings start running. They are in every gap. It's going to be hard to get yards off of that. Now they're confused out there. They have to call timeout.
Yes,
it's not a good start to this drive.
The Vikings offense was very confused on that 3rd and 3. So they're going to take their first timeout of the half to try and get themselves back into rhythm and figure out what play they're going to run here on a 3rd and 3, where it's necessary that they gain this yardage so that they can get the first down.
They're going to have to start completing passes. The Tigers are all over the run game now. They are in every gap. They have to get something through there.
For sure. You said it. The Tigers defense, they see that run game every time, and they're on top of it. The Vikings, they need to get those passes. So here we go on a 3rd and 3.
Empty set, 5 receivers.
He's going to look to pass. No, he's going to take it himself.
Good move.
He's going to get it, and he's going to slide down at the 39-yard line. But that is good enough for a first down. He couldn't find his receivers, but he did find the open pocket. So
looked like he made his mind up early that he was going to run for that.
Again, they are looking for that next play call from the offensive coordinators over there on the sideline. Madonna's looking for his call. He gets the pass, hands off to his running back, who's going to go up the left side. He had blockers. There is a flag on the field.
The quarterback's reaction, it looked like it's against the Vikings.
It looks like it is going to be a hold against the Vikings. That play is going to come back.
But again, there was in all the gaps. The running back had to bounce it outside to have any light to get anywhere.
So that's going to be a holding. The spot of the foul was the line of scrimmage. So that will push the Vikings back 10 yards. It's now a 1st and 20. What looked to have been a 9-yard gain has now resulted in a 10-yard loss. So now they really have to hustle and get those. He's got room. He's going to run up the right sideline. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and a couple yards further up. Looks like he got to about the 42. So that will be a gain of 12.
It's a good run by the quarterback. He saw the opening and he took it.
No need to slide on that play. He was clear of any defenders. They were reading a pass. They weren't expecting the run. He took the open gap and ran with it. Offense is ready for the next snap. Here it is. Again, hands off to the running back. He's going to go to the right side, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 44. So it's going to be a gain of 2, and it will result in 3rd and 6.
Again, everything in the inside was covered up. The running back had to bounce it out again, but they had that covered too.
The Vikings are going to run a trips left offense on this next play to see if they can get the intended receivers downfield. Madonna drops back, throws the pass, and it's caught at the 39-yard line, or 38. Looks like that's where they're going to spot him.
That was almost picked off. The defender was this close.
That's a big offensive play there. Big offensive play.
Good throw and good catch.
The center's already got the ball ready to go for the next play. The rest of the offensive line have not lined up yet.
The offense looks confused again. Okay, now they got it together.
There's the snap.
Fake.
Fakes the handoff, throws deep downfield, and he's got his intended receiver. At the 2-yard line, it'll be 1st and goal for the Vikings. Another good offensive read for the quarterback, Madonna. He read his receiver downfield.
That was a great catch by Chad Sable.
He knew he could have it, and he got it. So now it's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Hands off, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings.
That's how you come back. That's a good answer.
They turned a 1st and 20 from their own 35-yard line to a touchdown.
And that's
How
what you want
about
to see
that?
out of your team. You want to see some fight.
So
They're
now
not rolling
going-
over.
Now, they're not going to go for 2. They're just going to go for the extra point. That'll bring it to a 1-score game. Kick is up. And it's good.
No, it's no good.
No good?
Yeah, it's no good.
It was no good. Correction. Kick was no good. It appears as though the kick did get...
Replay touchdown.
We're going to have a replay on the touchdown here. He just hands off to number 26. He finds that gap, and he dives in there.
That was all the one running back right there. He had
Absolutely.
4 guys on him. He broke them all.
Absolutely. That was strong. That was strong Mateo, the running back in his sophomore year out of Mayfair. Correction, T-Strong. T-Strong Mateo. So, as the Vikings get ready to kick, with 6:40 remaining in the second quarter, it's 21-13 in favor of the Vikings.
Oh.
It appears as though
Squib kick.
they were looking for...
It looked like they was going for an
Possibly an
onside
onside,
kick, but they just kind of squibbed it
They
down.
didn't have it lined up correctly. They didn't have that play lined up exactly where they wanted it. They were trying to get that onside kick so they could recover and take it back down the field. However, still deep enough in Riverside territory that the Vikings defense could put a stop here.
Let's see if the defense can feed off of that momentum.
So it is going to be, it will be 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 33-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, but he's going to get swallowed up by the Viking defenders. Little skirmish over further down the sideline. Helmet comes off of one of the players. He will sit out this next play.
That's a good stop by the Vikings. Hopefully they can keep that up.
It's a gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
Ball to the Tigers, 34.
And that handoff was to the running back, number 26.
Fake handoff.
And now the quarterback will be brought down for a sack for the Vikings. Big defensive play. It will be a loss, resulting in a 3rd and 16 for the Tigers from their own 27.
That was a perfectly called blitz with that play action play. If they would have went for that play action, it would have went bad, but
right now we have to see what the Tigers have in store on this 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff, throws downfield, gets his man.
Stop. Ooh.
They can't stop him yet. Now they do.
They gave that up. They was just making sure that they didn't get the first down. But that was a little bit too much of a chunk. They may go for it on 4th, but it doesn't look like they will.
Gain of 13 on that pass. It's 4th and 3 from the 40. They are going to punt it away with 5 minutes remaining in the half.
Good job out of Vikings. They're going to have about 5 minutes to score. Try to tie this game up.
It's in the air, spiraling.
Fair catches. Oh.
Calls for the fair catch, and the ball gets touched at the 1-yard line.
That was a great play by the Tigers.
However, it did appear that he called for the fair catch, correct? So he had no intention of catching the ball.
No, he had no intention of returning the ball.
He had no intention of returning.
You gotta catch that though.
Right.
The returner has to catch that.
Knowing that the kicking team can get down there and touch that ball before it hits the end zone, it's not going to be easy for the Vikings because that's going to be first down at their own 1-yard line. This will be the furthest back they have been in the game so far on a first down play. So they have to get somewhat downfield to avoid any.
Yeah, they just got to make sure they don't get a safety. They just have to get out of the end zone.
We have an official's timeout.
They're going to have to get rid of the ball quickly.
Appears they're just checking the spot of the ball.
If I was them, I would not run the ball because Tigers have been really good against the run.
Mm-hmm. The last thing you want to do is have a safety. Fakes the handoff. He's in the end zone.
Good.
Gets his receiver on the sideline, and it appears that he does get the first down. Yes, he will. That'll be a gain of 12. So that takes the Vikings away from their own end zone.
That was a great play call by the Vikings. Tigers thought they were going to run the ball, and they did not. Left the receiver wide open.
The quarterback, Madonna, was under pressure in the end zone. He was able to get the ball away, but now gets it away again. He's got a receiver on the sideline.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds too early.
And they will say he stepped out of bounds.
He had a little bit of room to work.
Had he not stepped out, I'd say he would have that first down and possibly more. But they will have to settle for a 6-yard gain on that pass run. The ball's at the Vikings' 21-yard line, 2nd and 4, with 4 minutes left to play. We'll see what comes up here. Hands off to the running back, goes up the middle, and he's going to fall just short. He's going to be about 2 yards short of that first down. So it'll be a 3rd and 2. And I would believe that if the Vikings want to get back into this game, they need to score again before the end of the half.
That'll put them in great position. I mean, they are back in the game. They're within 1 score.
Right.
And they have the ball, but they only have about 3 minutes to go down and score. And
Which-
Tigers aren't giving up anything easy.
Which, I mean, we've seen better,
First down.
but it does appear he is going to get the first down. He will get the first down. It's a gain of 3.
And they really needed that.
They did. The Vikings offense needed the first down. They got it.
They do not want to give Riverside the ball back with this much time left.
3 minutes to go. Madonna drops back,
Pressure's on him.
runs to his right, pressure. He goes
Got a
downfield,
man
looks, but his man could not get there in time for the pass.
A little bit overthrown, but he was under a lot of pressure.
And in terms of what the Vikings offense can do, we can look back to last year, and in one of the last games of the season, they were able to pull off a huge run against an opponent to win it. But right now, we see another shotgun formation with what's going to be.
That was close.
We'll see what the call is here. It's going to be a false start against the
that was
offense.
close. Looked like they both moved at the same time, but I'm not sure.
The offensive line jumped just a little early. It appeared that it was almost everybody except the center and the quarterback who moved. They're running the same play there. Trips right. 3 intended receivers on the right side. However, he's going to screen pass to the running back, who's going to get up the field.
That was a nice gain, about 10 yards.
He'll get 9 on the play, and it will bring up a second. Third and 7. Once again, the Vikings are in a position where they do need to get the first down, but I don't think they're going to run a play right here. They're going to take it to the 2-minute warning.
I don't think they have 2-minute warnings.
No, they are going to throw one before. However, that pass did fall incomplete. So with 2 minutes remaining, the punt team is going to go back on the field. They're going to give the ball back to Riverside with 2 minutes remaining.
Is that so the second string punter in there? Hopefully the special teams get a good punt off this time.
Now, when you say second string, what are you?
The backup
The
punter.
backup, okay.
Remember the first punter got hurt.
That is right. It does appear that he is still being looked at. The kick is away. It goes past midfield, but goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line area.
That was only about a 30-yard punt.
They're going to spot it.
Not even that. It wasn't.
They are going to spot it at the Riverside 48. It appeared as though the ball could have gone a little bit further, but the officials deemed it out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
The Vikings are going to have to play really good defense. They can't let anything get over their head.
The Tigers are lined up off sides before the snap, so that is going to be a 5-yard offside penalty. The wide receiver on the Viking sideline did not know where the football was, and he lined up about 2 yards into the defensive line. So that forces the official to throw his flag for that offside call. Was not heads-up offense there for that wide receiver on that play. He was not paying attention to the location of the football. So now it sets up a 1st and 15. Fakes the handoff, looking left.
That's what you want.
Gets his man, and he runs himself out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
That's what you want if you're the Vikings. You want to keep everything underneath, nothing over your head. Keep them, waste as much time as you can so it can go to half with nobody scoring.
Again, he's got his
Another
receiver.
screenplay.
He's got defenders, and it's gonna be a first down.
The screens have been killing the Vikings all night long.
The defensive,
They have to make an adjustment.
it just appears that they're not reading those screen plays and the screen passes as they should. Now, granted, this may just be the first game of the season. They've got room to work. Remember, we've got 10 weeks of football.
Oh, they muffed the snap.
But they do have the receiver, and he's in for the touchdown.
That was good
Once
poise by the
again,
QB.
That was Jesse Campbell, the wide receiver, out of Modern Day High School, just down the freeway a little bit here from Long Beach.
He appeared to be over the line of scrimmage, but they didn't call it. But that was a good poise by the quarterback. He muffed the snap and kept his composure and delivered a good throw.
So now, as we look towards the second half, it's going to be the kick is away. It is good. So as we look towards the second half of play, it will be 28 Riverside, 13 Vikings. We're going to look again at the touchdown. The snap was low. However, he moved up just a little bit and made the pass to Campbell. And Campbell was able to just run up the sideline because no one was there.
The muff made the defense lose focus, and they all pushed up to try to get the ball in.
Exactly. They were hoping that they could get up there and either strip the ball from the quarterback or possibly bring him down for that loss.
Hopefully the Vikings can get a good return here and try to at least get a field goal on the board before they go in for the half.
Kick is away. It's going to go in the end zone.
Nope.
Almost dropped it. That's not going to be a good. He's going to be tackled in his own end zone. However, forward progress brought him up to the 3-yard line.
He was indecisive on whether to take the ball out or not, and that really put him in a hole.
I would think that the correct decision to make there would have been a fair catch and to take that touchback and bring it up to the 25 so that they could have some of that forward momentum up the field.
Yes, 100%. Now you're going to put more pressure on the offense.
So now it's back in that situation where they have to get the ball upfield just a little bit as the offense cannot figure out who is on the field. They had to add their 11th man. Trips right formation. 3 receivers on the right side. For Madonna. He drops back. He's under pressure. He throws it. And he caught it. He's going down the field. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown.
One and done. That might be a record. That might be a record. What is that, 99 yards?
I have to admit, that even confused me. It looked as though that was almost resulting in a pick play. But the receiver was there. He catches the ball and brings it down the field for the touchdown. Amazing.
Backed all the way up on their own 1 or 2 yard line. First play out the gates goes for a touchdown.
So the Vikings are going to take their second time out of the half. They're back within 1 score.
I wonder if they'll go for 2.
We'll see what
They call a timeout, so they might go for 2.
We'll see what the decision is here. If they go for 2, that will put them within a 1-score position.
Well, either way, they'll be within 1 score.
Right now, if
they
wanted to tie it, they would need another touchdown and a field goal. But we'll see what Coach Peabody wants them to do.
Either way, they have to score on this extra point attempt.
The offense is going to
keep it within 1 score.
It appears the offense is going to stay on the field, possibly.
Yeah.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They are going to go for the 2-point conversion to try and put themselves back in a position that will sort of ease up the pressure to start the second half. He gets the snap. He's going to throw to the corner, and he's got it.
It was tipped, but he still caught it.
The ball was tipped in midair by the Tigers, but the Vikings receiver was there. The 2-point conversion is good. So with 53 seconds remaining in the first half, the score is the Tigers 28 and your Vikings 21, which is a lot better than what they were in 30 seconds ago as compared to now, where they took that ball from the 3-yard line. And the quarterback, he was correct me if I'm wrong, he was still in the end zone when he made that pass.
Yes.
So that was over 100 yards on that touchdown, potentially 101, 102 in that area. 97 is what they were saying? Okay.
Now that's returnable.
Kick is away. It is returnable. But the Vikings are going to get there. They can't bring him down. He's still got room. He's still on his feet. Now he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Good job closing him in, giving him nowhere to go. He's a really shifty returner.
So we've got 44 seconds now on the clock. The Tigers are going to take over from their own 30-yard line.
They have to stop the screens, and they cannot let anything get behind them. Anyone or anything get behind them.
So we'll see what they can do here. Fakes the handoff. He goes for the pass. It falls incomplete. His intended receiver over there was number 5, Norion Espadron. However, it did fall incomplete, so it's 2nd and 10 with 39 seconds remaining.
You want me to say?
He's got it. I don't know if you want to congratulate the
So they're running normal shotgun formation.
It's official.
Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw to the left side to his running back, who has room, but then gets a big hit and gets taken down at the 32. Only a 2-yard gain. Clock is running. 20 seconds remaining. Third and 8. Brought down again.
Vikings are doing a lot better with the screen plays.
Clock is still running. This is going to take us to the end of the first half. And that is the end.
Stay with us, second half coming up.
Stay with us. Second half coming up. Welcome back to Vikings football, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready for the second half of play here between the Vikings and the Tigers. The kick is away. It's sailing way back. The receiver's going to take the knee in the end zone. Vikings will receive the ball to start the second half. It will be placed at the 25-yard line. So as we look back at that first half of play, is there anything that we can expect them to continue, or anything potentially new that they could throw out there? Any second half things that we could look for?
Well, hopefully the quarterback keeps playing like he was in the second quarter, and the defense continue to stop the screen like they did at the end of the second quarter, because they haven't been stopping it the whole game until the very end.
All right, well, let's see what we have here as the Vikings take their first possession of the second half, as they get ready for, let's see, appears we have a trips left formation.
No.
Shotgun pass. Or he tripped. We had an RPO there.
Loss of 2.
With a 2-yard loss on that play as the running back tripped over his feet, getting ready.
Not a good way to start the quarter.
Getting ready to.
But we'll see if they bounce back this play.
Exactly, that would be the best option there. So as we look forward, hopefully we can see some things one way or another. That pass is complete up the middle to the receiver, number 1. That was Ramil Brown. He got 15 yards on that pass. Ramil Brown is a 5'10" wide receiver in his sophomore year here at Long Beach City. He comes from Long Beach Polytechnic High School. He's got room to run. He's brought down at about the 47-yard line. I think they're going to mark him just short of the first down. It will be second and probably inches here, or about 2nd and 1.
9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1.
So do you see a run here? Do you see a pass? Do they try to pass it off to the side? Do they try and run it to get that 1 yard?
They'll most likely run, and if they don't get it, they have options on 3rd down.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Yep, motion to fullback or tight end back. Oh,
he's going to pass it up the middle. Oh, no. Was it picked off? No. The pass was incomplete. Almost picked.
That was a bad toss.
Almost picked by number 33, Matthew Eskridge.
You gotta put a slant like that on the numbers. You can't miss that.
Eskridge is a sophomore linebacker from Desert Pines High School from Las Vegas.
Oh,
Fumble on the play.
yeah, that was a disaster.
Madonna falls on top of it and just takes the loss. So that results.
Good job jumping on the ball. That could have been a lot worse.
Yes, it could have resulted in a scoop and score.
Now they have a chance to punt it away. Let's see if the second string
So it's
punter
gonna
can finally
be-
get a good punt off.
It's going to be 4th and 10. They're going to punt it away with their backup punter, as the starting kicker was injured on an earlier play in the first half that resulted in a personal foul against the Tigers. Snap is low, and he's going to be taken down. That's going to give the Tigers great field position to start their first possession of the second half. They're going to take over on downs at the 25-yard line.
Special teams continues to struggle this game,
They do.
especially the punt squad.
As we look back at the injured starting kicker, during the half we were noticing that he was out on the field in crutches, so it does not appear that he will return for the remainder of this game. And they'll just have to continue relying on that shoestring punter to get them through the rest of this game. He was out there practicing during the half to get his kicks down. As we see the first carry, it's up the middle. He had defenders, and he gets to the left. It's going to be what looks to be about a 14-yard gain. So that brings the
Defense barely
ball.
got about a shoestring tackle. They hurry up and get back to the line.
That's going to be a false start on the offense. That's going to push him back 5 yards.
It was weird. It looked like he did it on purpose. He just stood up and then touched, just slapped him.
Could very well. It's possible.
15 from the 17.
However, it will be 1st and 15 from the Vikings 17-yard line.
Defense is in a tough position, but they're strong enough. They might be able to get out of this with
They brought
3
him.
or less points.
They brought him down this time. Little tassel going on downfield. Nothing of it. Umpire sets the ball, and they're ready to go. 12 minutes remaining. It almost appears as though Riverside, they still have the number of Long Beach as the quarterback gets under pressure and he's just going to throw it out of bounds.
And that is a good job on the screen play. That's the best they've played the screen all night long.
It appears as though the Riverside Tigers continue to have the Vikings' number in terms of knowing how they play and knowing what to expect out of both sides of the ball for the Vikings. And Riverside has proved to be a difficult team to beat. Again, they were undefeated last year. They got to the state championship game, and that's when they lost. So this team can and most likely will produce wins throughout the remainder of this season. Before the snap, however, there was a timeout taken by the Tigers, their first of the half. It appears it could have been to avoid a delay of game penalty, so they take that timeout, which is going to make it 3rd and 11, possibly 4th and 11. We'll find out here. It will be 3rd and 11 from the Vikings' 14-yard line, 13-yard line. Cheerleaders for the Vikings are trying to will this defense into some power here to put a stop to the Tigers and possibly limit them to just a field goal here and not another touchdown. However, we will see what we have.
For the Tigers following the timeout.
Hands it off to the running back. He's going to run up the middle. He's got blockers, and he's going to be brought down right at about the first down marker. Will they give it to him? No. It looks like he's going to fall just short. So it's going to be 4th and 1.
Vikings got a
But it does appear that the Tigers, they are okay, now they are going to send out their kicking team for a field goal. This will be the first field goal attempt of the game for either team. However, we will have a timeout on the field by the Vikings, their first of the half. While in this timeout, I would just like to inform everybody that this football game tonight, along with the other remaining football games this season, are being produced and directed by the students in the radio television program here at Long Beach City College. Great team of people, great equipment that can put these events together so that you, the fans at home that cannot make it to the games, are able to enjoy pro action from the comfort of your own home. How about that? That's just a great job by the students who are able to give their time and effort into creating the production of this football game.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So now coming out of the timeout, we will have the first field goal attempt of the game by the Tigers. Kick is up. And it is good.
See, that's a great job by the defense, getting the ball on their own 20 and having to defend only 20 yards to the end zone, and they got the stops that they needed and forced them to field goal. That's what we needed.
Very much so. The defense was strong there. As you said, they were able to limit the damage to only 3 points. So now it's going to be
The special teams.
So it will now be a 10-point difference with 11 minutes to play in the third quarter, as the Tigers will drop back to their own 35-yard line to
special teams
kick
are back
off.
out there. Let's see if they can get something going for us. we really need to get a big play out of them.
One of the intended receivers down there for the Vikings is Ramil Brown, as the Tigers special teams lines up at the 30, prepared to kick from the 35.
Good kick.
Up in the
Returnable.
air, Ramil Brown, who's going to bring the carry. He's going to go to the left side. He's got blockers, and he will be forced out of bounds at the what appears to be, they're going to spot him at the 28-yard line. So it's going to be first down for the Vikings at their own 28. Picked that ball up at about the 4 or 5 yard line there for Ramil, and he brought it back to the 28. So another good carry there for a return. Not the longest, but it proves that if he gets blockers, he can run. And I don't think anybody would get to him.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. Fast and shifty.
So here's a handoff. He's going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Flag's going to come in on the play for that late hit on the running back that forced him down after the play was blown dead. So that, I believe, is going to result in a first down for the Vikings, but we will find out momentarily.
Yeah, you got to be smarter than that. You can't cost your team like that.
Exactly. That's a costly mistake by the Tigers. We'll see what the referee here has.
We'll see if the Vikings can capitalize off of that.
And as I had said, it's a personal foul for the late hit after the play was over. Results in a 10-yard penalty and a first down for the Vikings. Puts them just that much closer.
They're midfield now. They got to get something going.
So here we go. They're in the shotgun. Passes up the middle, and it's caught. Caught in Riverside territory at the 44-yard line for another first down. That's going to be a gain of 13.
And they're running hurry up. They don't want the defense to get time to think.
Exactly, which is what they need to do. Another pass off to the left side. That's going to be good for about 5 yards before he's taken down.
Nice and accurate, right on the numbers, away from the defender.
It's going to
throw.
That's going to put them back on the left hash as they set up for a 2nd and 5, or second and 6, excuse me, with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Vikings are now getting in that area of possible field goal territory. If they can get further, they can threaten for a touchdown.
Fake
Quarterback
the handoff.
keeper, as he's going to the right, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. Another smart running decision by the quarterback, Will Madonna. He's going to give the Vikings that first down at the 30-yard line. So the Vikings are now getting to that area where they are going to be threatening to put up another 6 points on the board. So we'll see what they can do here.
It all falls on the quarterback.
What formation are they running here, Reggie? What have they got here?
Shotgun.
They've got shotgun.
Trips left.
Drops back. Deep. He's got it.
Catch.
Is he in?
That should be
Touchdown Vikings!
That should be touchdown. That should be touchdown. He was on top of the defender.
He was not ruled down. 30-yard reception, not ruled down by contact. He rolled on top of the defender and was given the first down. Not just the first down, the touchdown.
See if the special teams can get this in there.
Kick is up. It is good. So the Vikings are within a field goal now of tying this game. I mean, what an absolute good play. As we're going to see right here, you'll see what happens here during this shotgun formation with trips on the left side. The running back's behind him. He goes up. He fakes the handoff. His receivers go downfield. He looks down. He's got it.
That's a bad
Gets
play
it
by
at the
safety.
12. He's brought down. The knee never touches. He brings the knee up in a cowboy form and rolls right into the end zone for that touchdown. Great maneuvering on that receiver. Amazing. I believe that receiver was that number 5? Was that Oscar Willis that got in there for that touchdown? I believe so. So now, once again, the Vikings are back within a field goal of tying this game. Special teams back on the field, ready to kick it away from the 35.
Another squib kick.
A little snub kick. It's going to be picked up at about the 14-yard line, and it's going to be carried down the field. He's finally going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. So the Tigers will take over from their own 30.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
What do you think their play calls are? What do you see Coach Kraft telling them to do right now? What do you think they're going to end up trying to do here?
The defense doesn't really have to change much. They have been doing really well after they gave up 21 straight points. They just got to keep staying aggressive.
There's the pass up the middle to the left, and he's brought down. Gain of 5 on the play. Clock continues to run. They're running trips right. Fakes the handoff, throws to the right side.
Another screen play.
And that's going to be enough for the first down.
Tigers love running screens. I mean,
It
can't
appears
blame them.
it appears that they do. It seems that their screen plays so far in this game continue to catch the Vikings off guard.
Yeah,
in a
they've
way
been
that
very successful running screens in this game.
in a way that the Vikings can't catch up to it, and they're unable to prevent that screen play from happening.
Another screen.
This time, though, they were able to get to that receiver
For minimal gain.
for a 2-yard gain.
That's
Second
what you
and
wanna see.
8. So now, do they continue to run the screenplay, or do they fake a handoff and throw it? Do they hand it off and try to run it? What can we see here?
Nah, he's out of the pocket. So they won't call grounding. He's out of the pocket.
It appeared as though the quarterback did fall out of the pocket there. However, being outside of the tackle box, it does depend at the officials' discretion whether or not they want to throw that flag for intentional grounding. But he was still under pressure. So we'll see what we have here. They're running a normal shotgun formation. He hands it off. They're going to take him down at about midfield.
Surprised the referee didn't blow the whistle earlier when the guy's helmet came off.
So once again, another Tiger player has his helmet come off, so he will have to sit this 4th down play out.
Usually when a player has his helmet taken off in the middle of the play, they blow it dead just in case, you know, a helmet to head happens or anything like that.
Exactly. There was a gain of 6 on the play.
Right here.
They are going to go for it on 4th down. We'll see if they can convert.
Oh,
And it's picked off down the sideline. The Vikings pick the ball and bring it back to the 32, 33-yard line. But either way, great defense. They've done it again. They're now back in that area of threatening territory. Do we have a number there? What?
That was a great play by Foreman, the DB for the Vikings.
Is that number 7? That's
he read the quarterback the whole way.
That's
as soon as he threw the ball, he broke on the ball, caught it.
That indeed
almost took it back.
Was number 7, Hagen Foreman.
He got the belt. Look at him. Hey, you got to be excited about that.
The defensive back, 6'1", sophomore out of J. Sarah High School down there in San Juan Capistrano. They are known for producing good football players out of those Trinity League schools. And he's just kind of proved it there with that pick. But now we'll see what the Vikings offense can do. A pass down the sideline.
It's a good play.
And he's going to be hit out of bounds at the 24. It's an 11-yard gain. Another Vikings 1st down. They are now threatening again to potentially take the lead for the first time since the opening quarter of this game. So we'll see what they're going to run here. Once again, shotgun. Drops back, looks to pass. He's downfield. Oh, almost. Flag on the play, however.
Pass interference on defense.
It appears that it could be a pass interference call, but we'll wait to see what the officials determine. That is going to be pass interference. And it looked as though it was a push-off for the offense. It is. It's a pass interference call against the Vikings. They're going to go back 10 yards.
That's a tough penalty.
That is a tough penalty to swallow. 15 yards, excuse me. 15-yard penalty on the pass interference. That's going to put them back on. They're now back 1st and 25, I believe it is now.
That's tough. That puts them out of field goal range.
It does. It took them out of field goal range. They had all that momentum after the pick, and now it seems like that momentum may have just dropped a little bit. But we'll see what we've got. It's still 1st down. They have time to work. Here's the snap. He drops back. However, what's the call? What are we? Timeout was taken by the Vikings, their 2nd of the half.
It was almost a delay game. They had to call it.
So it would have been a delay of game. They would have been pushed back another 5 yards. It would have been 1st and 30. That would have been their longest deficit on 1st down.
That is not what you want fresh off a penalty. Should definitely be ready to go.
Off that pick, you would think that momentum can push them forward. Instead, they're now moving back, which is not what they wanted to do. So, facing a 1st and 25 from the 39-yard line, we will see what Will Madonna can do here. All right. Oh, that's going to be an
That might be a false start.
the flag comes in towards the Vikings side.
Oh.
However, they are going to call it against the defense. So that's going to bring them up a little bit closer to that first down marker. Instead of 25, it's now 20. It looked as though the line judge official on our sideline closest to the press box threw his penalty flag towards the Vikings offense, looking as though it was going to be a false start penalty, but then it was called the other way. So now we'll just have to wait and see what we have here. Do you see anything tricky?
That was a good throw by the quarterback. The receiver short-armed it. He stopped running his route, and that's what caused the incomplete on that.
The intended receiver there was Oscar Willis out of St. Paul High School. The sophomore, 6'4". However, he was not able to get the grip on it. So we will see now what they can do on second down. Again, we're looking at a trips left formation in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's looking for it. He's got it. No, it's going to fall incomplete. He had his receiver.
You got to catch those.
He had the receiver. The intended receiver was number 6, Kyle Miller. However, Kyle Miller could not hang on to it. He could not get up there and get that pass.
Number one rule as a receiver, if you can touch it, you can catch it.
So
he
now
had both hands on it.
So now it's going to be a 3rd and 20. What was 1st and 20 is now, after 2 incomplete passes, a 3rd and 20. So now the offense has to really step up and see if they can produce here. They have to, the wide receivers have to get down there, and they have to get that ball. Another trips left formation. There's the snap. He's looking left. He's throwing middle of the field. And incomplete again.
To the same person.
He gets up hobbling. Kyle Miller. Hopefully he's okay. Limping just a little bit and now he's going to go down on the sideline. He's in some pain. He's going to get looked at by the medical staff. It appears he possibly could have twisted his ankle on that reception.
Yeah, turf is hard to play on.
As they say, the turf monster strikes. You can never get away from it when you're playing on an artificial turf field. Now, years ago, the Vikings used to have an all-grass field, but then in recent years, they did some renovations to the field, and it's now turf. As the kicker comes up, it's going to land and get picked up at the 22-yard line. So the Tigers are going to take over.
Another bad punt.
The shoestring punter not really living up to what you would expect. That's Ethan Smithlin out there as the backup punter.
It's always something. He's fumbling a snap.
Ethan Smithlin is a 5'9" freshman out of Costa Mesa High School. As they ran another screen pass.
This time the Vikings followed up.
There you go. You got it right on the nose. So now it's going to be 2nd and 13 or 2nd and 12 from their own 20-yard line. So we'll see what we have here. They're in the shotgun. They've got 2 receivers on both sides. A handoff up the middle to the running back. Another screen play. And the defense, once again, gets to him in time.
You got to wrap up on those tackles. That was almost a big play.
So now it's going to be it'll now be 3rd and long from the 25-yard line. 3rd and 7. We've seen them convert on larger.
They got to keep everything in front of them.
Ooh.
Don't let them get anything behind them.
He's under pressure. He's going to run. Oh, no. The flags are going to come in. And we've got some action coming in after the play. Fighting on the field. Flags everywhere. The referee has thrown his hat in the air. There could be an ejection here, folks. The quarterback gave himself up by sliding, and there was a late hit on the quarterback.
But the quarterback slid too late. It shouldn't have been a call. You got to slide a lot sooner than that.
So we're going to see what the referee, Timothy Kiefer, talks over with his officials. We're going to see what the call is. But flags were everywhere. Kiefer threw his hat in the air.
Maybe helmet to helmet, but I don't think it was helmet to helmet either. But
they're going to
the
talk it over.
quarterback slid way too late.
They're getting numbers. We have to see what the call is going to be. Now, in my experience of seeing these kinds of plays and what ends up happening, those players that get those late hits on a quarterback giving himself up, those players tend to get either a personal foul or an unsportsmanlike penalty, and depending on how severe the officials judge it to be, could result in ejection from the game. But we will not know that for sure until we see what the officials' call is going to be here.
Well, personally, I don't think
so
it was a.
Here comes the call. Let's see what we have. Here comes the call from Kiefer.
Targeting. So
yep.
it was helmet to helmet.
So it's going to be targeting against. However, there are multiple fouls. There's an unsportsmanlike penalty against. There's an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Tigers, but there is also a personal foul with targeting for that late hit on the quarterback that results in an ejection from the game. And unfortunately, with community colleges, they don't have the luxury of video replay to confirm or deny that targeting call. So this call does stand. That player is now ejected from this game, and he will end up missing the first half of play at next week's game. I don't know if we'll have anything to show. I don't think we will. The unfortunate part is the Vikings have now.
Replay on that so we can see what.
The unfortunate part is the Vikings will now lose one of their defensive linemen. The Tigers get that first down on the 15-yard penalty for the personal foul. And that's going to really shift the momentum of this ball game, having one of those players ejected. Were you able to get a number? Did we know what number? If we get a number, we'll report that to you, just who exactly was ejected from this game. Down the field, he's got his receiver. A flag on the play.
Got to get your head around.
It's going.
You have to
I
look back
believe
at
that's
the ball.
going to end up being a pass interference call against the Vikings.
Yes.
Because he wrapped up the receiver as he was getting ready to receive the ball.
He ran into him too early. If he would have turned around and looked at the ball, they wouldn't have called it on him. But since
Indeed,
he wasn't
it's
looking,
a pass interference call on the defense. It's going to result in another automatic first down, 15 yards.
the only thing he has to do is look back, and that would not have been a call.
So the ball is now at the Riverside 40, at the 47. Hands it off, runs up the middle in a screen play.
Good stop by the Vikings.
Second and 9 from the 48. Second and 10, excuse me. There was no gain on that play. A lot of penalties here as we close in on the end of the third quarter. quite a bit of action, more than we've seen in the first half as the quarterback drops back. He's going to run it again. He's going to give himself up again. There's not going to be a penalty on that.
He slid early this time. He didn't want to take another one of those shots.
He slid as he got to the first down marker. Or they're going to mark him short. He's 1 yard short. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they
in
mark him
Vikings
where
territory.
he starts sliding, not where he ends up. So as soon as he starts sliding, that's where they stop the ball.
Now in Vikings territory. 3rd and 1 from the Vikings 49-yard line. Hands off. It's another screen play. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get that gain and another first down.
It's a good run by the Tigers.
It's going to end up at the 30-yard line. Tigers are going to have that first down.
The Vikings got to do a better job getting into those gaps.
I think that targeting call against the Vikings has shifted the defense momentum for the rest of this game. They lost their key player, or what could have been one of their key defenders, and now that momentum shift against the defense has really taken its toll, as we've seen that ball move from about the 20-yard line on the Riverside sideline to now the Viking side. As we see the handoff that gets about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 9, excuse me, gain of 1. Getting that hard count in, trying to get the defense to jump on that hard count. Hands it off again. He's going up the right side. He's got blockers, and he's going to get into the end zone. That's going to be another touchdown for the Tigers. What we thought was going to be a huge momentum shift in favor of the Vikings when they had that big pickoff on the other side of the field turns into yet another Riverside touchdown due to some unfortunate penalties against the defense.
Yeah, penalties can really suck the energy out of a team. The Vikings are going to have to keep their heads up and stay focused and get back into this game.
As the kick is up and good.
They already know they can do it.
With 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, it's now.
Here we go, replay.
We're going to have a replay on the touchdown. It's a screen play, as we've seen.
It's a draw play.
It's a draw, okay. As we've seen most of the night, where the defense just cannot catch up to it, and he's just able to get through the gaps and into the end zone.
He was all thinking pass, and then he handed it off to the running back. They turned around. By the time they turned around, it was too late. He already had blockers in front of him, and he got all the way to the end zone for about, 30 yards?
So with about 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, it's back to a 10-point deficit in favor of the Tigers, 38-28. Still one whole quarter of play remaining. It's not that far out of range for the Vikings.
Right. I mean, they came back down from 20.
Number
27.
7, Jay Caldwell.
They can do it.
He's back to receive. He muffs the kick again. He's going to pick it up at about the 3, and he's going to run to the left sideline. He's got room. He's still on his feet. And finally, he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So another big gain as a flag comes in late on the play.
I didn't see what happened, but
A flag comes in late on the play from the field judge. They're going to have to talk this over. That flag came in from the field judge, Sean Franklin.
no flag on the play.
There is no flag. They are going to wave it off. It will remain first down for the Vikings. We are not sure what that flag was thrown for, because Franklin threw that flag from the opposite sideline of where the action ended. So we're left to speculate what he could have thrown it for. We won't know. But anyway, it is a first down for the Vikings.
Fake.
Up the middle, he's going to get brought down. And he's going to also come up limping off the field. That was Ramil Brown once again, but he did come up limping off that play. We've seen that a lot tonight after big hits on a gain. But either way, it does result in another first down for the Vikings. We're now at the 38-yard line. Fakes the pass, hands off to the left side, but he is brought down for a loss. It's going to be a loss of 3.
Oh. It was weird.
What did you see there? What did you see? He just didn't have the room?
Yeah, the Tigers has been good against the run all day. They are pretty good at getting in the gaps, and the running back consistently has to balance it outside. But now the Tigers are adapted to that, and they have outside contained. So it's going to be pretty tough on the running back.
2nd and 13 as he drops back, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
You got to hold on to it. As soon as you touch it, you got to bring it in.
The intended receiver there was number 9, Sionta Davis, the wide receiver from Dominguez High School. It's now 3rd and 13. Got 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So the Vikings have a little bit of time to try and bring it down the field. Trips right, drops back, he's looking for the pass, he's got it, and the receiver has room, he's gonna run to the right. There's no one there to cover him, he's gonna get more room, he stays in bounds, he's gonna go all the way for the touchdown!
That was a great
Sionta Davis with the keeper. He stayed in bounds and made it to the end zone.
Davis ran a nice little 10-yard in. Quarterback put it right on the numbers, and Davis took over after that. He had a couple good blocks and took it all the way in.
65 yards on the reception, gets the touchdown, and just like that, the Vikings are back in position where they can take this game over.
They're back in the game.
That momentum shift that pushed them back. The snap was bad again. He's got no choice but to throw it, and it's picked. Is it picked off? No. The pass is ruled incomplete by the referee, Timothy Kiefer. Another bad snap from the center on special teams.
It's
placeholder could, the placeholder could not pick it up.
It's not so much the center, it's the catch. It's the catches that keep bobbling and muffing everything. The returners, the punters, the holders.
Here we go. We're going to have a replay on that 65-yarder here from Keonta Davis.
Drops back, does a little 10-yard in.
Receives it,
catches it
at the 46. He looks towards the center. He knows he's got room. He turns to his right. He runs to the sideline. He does the little jump step there.
A little 1-2.
The defenders couldn't get to him, and because of that, into the end zone Davis goes for the touchdown.
Great run after catch.
With 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter, it's Riverside 38, Long Beach 34. This game is still within reach for the Vikings to come back. They are fighting in this first game of the season. They want this win. They want to start the season off with a win. And to get it against the undefeated Tigers would be the best way for them to start the season. Another snub kick that's going to go to the 30. Oh, a big hit, but he's
wrap
not
up.
knocked down. He stays up,
You got to wrap up on those tackles.
and finally
You can't
he's
just hit him
brought
hard.
down at around the 46-yard line. So it was another snub kick that did not go very far. Correction, they are going to spot it at the 45. 6 seconds remaining.
That's the case. They might as well just start kicking into the end zone again. Because this is great field position for the Tigers.
It is. At the 45-yard line, we've seen it so many times tonight where they are able to turn this into a touchdown. But we still have play to be made.
Play action.
He's going to get swallowed up, and he's going to get taken down.
Good job on a D. You got to watch out.
That's
for the
number
unsportsmanlike.
that's number 55, Luke Tumalatai, the defensive lineman from Liberty High School, bringing down the quarterback to end the third quarter. What a play. It was a loss of 8. So when they shift everything over, it will be 2nd and 18. Defense getting their coaching.
Fourth quarter, the Vikings have to stay focused. They have to stay focused. They have to stay poised. No more mistakes. They have to keep it together. Every time they make a mistake, the Tigers capitalize on it. They gotta clean up these mistakes, especially the special teams.
You can see that you can see the camera focused right there on Tumalatai. The camera was focused on him because he made that big play. He brought the quarterback down for that sack. He's ready to fight. The defense is ready to fight. They want to stay in this thing.
Now this gives the Vikings a little bit of room for error. They got to keep everything in front of them.
Well, there's still really no room for error when you think about it because the
I'm saying it's second and
second
super long.
and 18. So yeah.
So they can keep. They have a little bit of room for error. They can keep everything in front of them. They can give up 5-6 yards.
To start the fourth quarter, quarterback's going to look downfield. He's got an open man wide open down the field. No one there to stop him. He's going to get that ball at the 33-yard line.
You can't let receivers get behind you. That is a number one no-no for a DB. And he let him get behind him. He missed his assignment. I don't know if there was a communication error, but you cannot let that happen, especially after that big play.
So just like that, on that 30 or so yard reception, the Tigers are right back in striking position. But we'll see what happens here. He's going to drop back.
You have to
now
wrap
he's
up.
going to be brought down.
You have to wrap up. You can't just hit him. You have to wrap up. I've seen people get hit really hard and still get out of it. You have to wrap up.
He's just short. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from
That is a mental lapse.
From the Vikings 24-yard line. So now the Tigers are within field goal range, and their hope is to be able to put the ball in the end zone and get that touchdown. However, we won't know. Hands off to the running back. This time he's going to get taken down. The ball came loose, it looks like. No, the ball did not come loose. Okay.
That's what happens when you wrap up.
The
They
receiver-
can't get yards after that.
The receiver there was Xavier Gorgie, the running back sophomore from Rancho Verde High School. Results in a first down for the Tigers.
Should have wrapped. You got to wrap up like that every play.
What are we seeing here? It's another shotgun formation. They've got two receivers on either side. Fakes the handoff. He's coming up. He almost gets taken down again. He's going to run. This time he's going to throw, but it's caught. And the Tigers are going to get in the end zone once again for that touchdown.
So what happened after the quarterback got loose, the linebacker came up and left his assignment, and his assignment ran behind him, and the quarterback threw it to him wide open. You cannot leave your assignments. You cannot leave your assignments.
The officials are talking something over here. I don't know if there was a flag on that play or not. Did you see any yellow on the field there or no?
No, I didn't see anything.
They're talking something over to see what could possibly, if anything, possibly happened there.
But as the linebacker on that play, you want to keep, you'd rather him get something short in front of you instead of behind you.
Okay, here's the result.
Oh,
It was an
pass.
illegal forward pass. The quarterback came in front of the line of scrimmage. That is not a touchdown for the Tigers.
Which is a great thing for the linebacker.
It was an illegal forward pass against the quarterback because he ran in front of the line of scrimmage and then threw the ball.
Which would make more sense why the linebacker came up. But the linebacker came up way before he went
It's
over
a
there.
5-yard penalty and results in a loss of down. So it's now 2nd and 13 as he's going to drop back again. He's going to throw right up in the middle, and it will be caught up the middle by number 8, who is Ernest McDaniel, the wide receiver sophomore from Junipero Serra High School. Not the same as J. Serra. There is Junipero Serra High School, which is in Gardena, and there's J. Serra out in San Juan.
Again, the linebackers have to get in their drops. The whole middle of the field was open. The linebackers have to drop down, drop
Gonna
back.
throw it. They're going to bring
Another
him
screen
down
pass.
on
Another
the
screen
screen.
pass.
He's not able to get in the end zone on that one. The running back there was, again, number 21, Xavier Gorgie.
The defense have to try to hold him here and hold him to 7 points, or hold him to 3 points, so they don't get out.
It's
get
again
past one score.
Exactly. It's again another deal where if the Viking defense can hold them here and put a stop and get them to 4th down, where they force that field goal and limit the damage to only 3. We'll see what's going on here. Quarterback's under center. He's going to take the ball, throws it to the left.
Good defense.
No completion on that throw in the end zone. No flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Again, he didn't turn his head around, but he did not hit the receiver early. He focused on his hands, and as soon as the ball got there, he struck his hands and made sure he
Correct
made
me
the
if
ball
I'm wrong,
incomplete.
but I believe out of either team, that was the first time that the quarterback from either team took a snap under center.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't believe either quarterback up until just then had taken a snap under center. They were all from the shotgun.
And now he's back in shotgun.
So now they are back in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers on either side. He's looking right in the end zone. This time he's going to get the touchdown with no flags. They tried to limit the damage to 3. Instead, they got 6. So now with 11.5 remaining in this ball game, it is again a 10-point game, about to be 11 as we look for the field goal attempt by the kicker. It's up and it's good. So that brings the score Riverside 45, Long Beach 34. With a, we're going to have a slow motion replay of that touchdown. Wide open in the back corner of the end zone. He knew he was there, and he got him there. The receiver there, that was number 1, Kajaya Holloway, the wide receiver sophomore from San Jacinto.
See right there, the DB has to, if you're going to press him, you got to press him off the line. You can't wait until he's in the end zone 10 yards down the field before you try to press him. And then he let him get behind him, which is also another big no-no.
So now they've got number 19, Gabe Panikowski, out there kicking. That ball's going to sail into the end zone, and it's going to result in a touchback. So the ball will be brought to the Vikings' 25-yard line to begin their next possession. I don't know, Reggie. What do you think? What do the Vikings need to do if they want a chance to win this game? What do they have to do here?
They got to limit their mistakes. Their mistakes is killing them right now. But we'll see. The offense has been playing well. Besides the penalties, like I said, the mistakes. If they stop making penalties, they can come back and score and be right back in this game.
Well, we'll see what he can do as that pass is going to fall incomplete. Nobody was there to take that pass. Will Madonna looking for some sort of explanation. I'm not sure what. So once again, we do have the shotgun formation with 2 receivers on either side. The running back to his right. He's going to take the snap, and he's looking to his left. Now he's going to run it. Now he's got room. Receivers are looking for a flag, possibly on a late hit, but I didn't see one there.
Right. He slid late. The other guy slid. The other quarterback slid later than that, but he got targeted to the helmet.
So it's now 3rd down and 2 with a gain of 8. Another hard count from the offense, trying to get them to jump offside so they can get that 1st down. But once again, we're in the shotgun. He's going to drop back, look to his right, and this time it's going to fall incomplete.
Receiver had alligator arms. He thought he was going to get hit, so he didn't really catch the ball.
The intended receiver was Davis. Brings up 4th and 2, and the punt team is going to go out there. So we will see once again.
That's not what you want after a touchdown by the other team.
We will see once again
3 and out.
if Ethan Smithlin can put this ball down the field at any point. The Vikings are trying, it looks as though the Vikings were trying to catch the Tigers off guard, as that ball is going to sail past midfield. It's going to take a bounce at the 48. Receiver's going to go back, and he's going to be brought down at the 47. The receiver there was number 84.
What was that, like a 20-yard punt?
It was about
25, 30?
probably about 25 to 30. Took that bounce, and then he brought it back a few yards. But that receiver was Will Bond, the wide receiver freshman out of Cathedral Catholic High School from San Diego.
You got to get better punts than that. You got to flip the field position. That's not really flipping anything. The Tigers still got really
So now the
good
Tigers have their
position.
1st down at their own 46-yard line. He's going to drop back. He's looking to his right. He's got no room. Now he's going to go. Flag on the play. Fumble recovered by the Vikings. However, I don't know if this is going to stand. I think it's possible. Could there be a holding call?
If it's holding, they're just going to decline it. And
I believe we have a holding penalty against the Tigers. But let's find out.
Holding call against the Tigers. The Vikings will decline Isaiah.
That's exactly what the Vikings needed. Exactly what they needed.
That is another momentum shift in favor of the Vikings. They get the ball back quickly on a loose ball recovery. The holding call also puts them 10 yards more downfield. So they declined that penalty. So there was no enforcement. They took the result of the play, which was a first down on the recovery. So now they're going to run trips to the right with no backs behind him. He's on his own. He's going to look to his left, throws, gets his man at the 29-yard line.
It's a good throw.
So that's going to be a first down. With 10 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the fourth quarter,
They still have
the
plenty
Vikings
of time.
still have, they have plenty of time left in this game. If they go in the end zone right now, there is still time to get the ball back. But we will have to see. Once again, they're going to run trips right again with no backs. He's looking towards the end zone, down the field, and it's caught! Touchdown, Vikings! The intended receiver was number 6. That was Kyle Miller, the wide receiver from Warren. There is a flag on the play, however. We will see what the call is. Holding on the defense again. So the result of the play will be a touchdown for the Vikings. So now that has brought the Vikings back again.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 so they can get within 3 points.
Offense is going to stay on the field. Will Madonna's still out there. He's looking for his play call. They're going to try and go for 2 here to bring it within a field goal that would tie the game. We'll see if they can get in the end zone to convert the 2-pointer. So here we go. Shotgun formation. And now we have a timeout being taken by the Vikings because it appears they were not ready.
Wow.
So the Vikings are going to take their third and final timeout of the half of the game. And we will see just where this game is going to go. If we look back at that touchdown and we see Kyle Miller, he ran that route down the left side. He had his defender, but Will Madonna said, the defender isn't going to get to you this time, and he gets it in the end zone with that deep pass to the corner, which is just what the Vikings needed. So now here we go. It's a shotgun formation with 2 receivers on either side. We will see what Madonna is going to do here to try and put the ball in the end zone. Looking to his left, he's going to throw it, but it's not going to be converted. There is no 2-point conversion. So, with 9 minutes, 47 seconds on the clock, the score, the Riverside, we're going to have the touchdown review or replay right here. He looked to his left, and it was just a great route by Miller that was able to get him the ball.
Tigers let him get behind him, and I've said it all night. You see what happens.
So now, with 9 minutes 47 remaining in this ball game, it's 45-40 in favor of the Tigers. So now the Vikings will be kicking off. Good kick. It's going to land at about the 12-yard line. He's going to run to his right, and he's going to be pulled out of bounds. That receiver was number 2, Bryce Strong, the running back sophomore out of Colony High School from Ontario, California. The ball's going to be spotted at what appears to be the 33-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 20 yards on the return after a good kick from Smithlin, one of his better ones of the game, to where he put it further down the field. So now we are going to see what the Tigers are going to do here. Quarterback couldn't find his receiver. He's going to run up the middle.
Yeah, he continues to slide early. He doesn't want to get popped again.
Exactly, yes. He does not. He doesn't want to have that repeat.
Helmet to helmet. Those don't feel good.
No, I can't imagine they do. So here we go. He comes back under pressure. There's a flag on the play.
Most likely holding.
He's going to be taken down for a sack. However, the flag on the play, we will see what it's going to be. The flag did come in from the referee, so you would assume it is going to be holding. It is going to be holding against the Tigers. As you see there, he's asking the Vikings sideline what they want to do. They're going to decline it. They're not going to take the penalty.
Honestly, I would have took it.
It's going to be 3rd down. They're not going to take the 10-yard penalty, which is a little risky at this point of the game, not enforcing that 10-yard penalty and pushing them back further than what they were.
Yeah, it just depends on the coach. Like, some like to take it, some don't.
You know that the Tigers can get downfield.
There's a snap.
Fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He's going to throw it. He has a man, but a flag's going to come in late. Again, from the field judge, Sean Franklin, throws his flag on what appears to be a pass interference call that will go against the Vikings. And it's going to be pass interference.
Once again.
So that's going to result in an automatic 1st down for the Tigers.
Once again, you have to turn your head around and locate the ball. You cannot make contact with the receiver without looking back for the ball. If you're not looking back at the ball, they will throw the flag every time.
Now, Reggie, as they're setting up for this, I can ask you this. You were a player here. You played under one of the offensive coordinators who was the former head coach here. Did you see these? Did you see these kinds of things happen as we have that run up the middle? Action at midfield again. What's going on down here at midfield? Players are fumbling over each other. No flags.
I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag on the offense, number 75.
So again, it all comes down to now, you see the Tigers, they're now in Vikings territory when it could have been still in Tiger territory had the Vikings accepted that 10-yard penalty. So now we just have to wait and see, do the Tigers, can they make something out of that penalty declinement? He's going up the middle. He's got his receiver. However, it's a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by the Vikings. Again, another fumble.
Again, the defense steps up big and make a huge turnover play.
Another fumble recovery by the Vikings.
It puts Vikings in a position to take the lead for the first time since they was up 7-0. They was almost going to call it incomplete, but he took more than one step.
He had the ball, and he was about to start running his route, but then he got hit from behind and caused a fumble. So now the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line when it was looking like the Tigers were going to threaten and get themselves more points on the board. Madonna's going to run it. He's going to throw it midfield.
Again,
but
a receiver short arm, they're thinking they're going to get hit hard. You got to take that risk. You got to catch the ball. We call those alligator arms. They don't really want to reach for it because they think they're going to get hit. Exposed ribs when their arms are out.
So now what we have here is we have 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Can they capitalize on that big turnover or the fumble recovery? Can they capitalize on it? This has been a back and forth game all night long. That's another fumble, and now that's going to be recovered by the Tigers. Will Madonna could not hold on to it as he was sacked, and the Tigers are going to recover it about the same area they were when the Vikings recovered a fumble.
He had no idea he was behind him.
Madonna
had no idea he was behind him.
Madonna took that hit, and he was not able to hold on.
Now the defense is in a tough position right now. They only got about 30 yards of field to work with.
They are in field goal range, so they could kick it. However, they still have a fresh set of downs to work with. As they hand it off again.
Good play.
This time they're going to swallow him up. Okay. That looked a little unnecessary there. No flags are going to come in.
There you go. You got to wrap them up. You wrap them up, they don't get big yardage.
Exactly. They wrapped him up.
No yards after the catch. No yards.
They wrapped him up. They made sure he couldn't get any further. It's only going to be a 1-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 9. As we look once again at a shotgun
Free
formation.
Free
Flag
play.
on the play.
Free play.
Was the ball caught? No. However, there is a flag on who? Will it be on the
offsides.
defense?
Offsides on the defense. That's why I said free play.
It is going to be offsides against the Vikings. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 4.
Every time you get the defense to jump, you just throw it to the end zone, and hopefully your receiver can make a play on it.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. So that puts them even closer now to adding more points on the board. The Vikings, again, they don't have any timeouts left. So if they were able to get some offense moving here, they would have to just keep going or clock the ball after each play. However, we still have action here for the Tigers. As the quarterback's going to look deep to the end zone. Incomplete.
That's fortunate for the Vikings because
no flags.
Again, the DB let a receiver get behind him. You can't let a receiver get behind you as a DB. You just can't.
The attended receiver was Jaquez Modica, the wide receiver sophomore from Smackover High School in Smackover, Arkansas. Interesting name for a high school. Interesting name for a city. However, now he's under pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to get up the field. He's going to get first down, and he's going to go even further. Wow, as he takes a big hit going out of bounds.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. That gives him the first down. If they would have got to stop there, they could have forced him to a field goal. They would have kept it within one score, but now they got to do more work to try to keep him from getting in the end zone.
You got it.
And that's more time off the clock.
So now they will continue to run the clock down as we're hitting 7 minutes to go in this game. Two wide receivers out to his left. He's going to hand it off It's a fumble on the play. The Vikings
got it.
recover again. That is huge.
The defense is stepping up
That
big
is
time in the
huge
fourth
for
quarter.
the defense in the fourth quarter. That is their third fumble recovery this quarter.
Now all they need is the offense to pick it up and do their part, and
Amazing
get some
job
points on the
by
board.
amazing job by this Vikings defense, being able to force 3 stripped fumbles and recover those balls. Just incredible.
This game is crazy right now.
This game, since the start of the second half, has just gone sky high in terms of defense, offense, you name it. They just continue to make amazing plays. As we see, Will
Madonna has
Madonna
another
now, he's got
chance.
the running back behind him. He's got trips to his right. He's going to hand it off to the running back, who's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get some yardage there. He's going to get about 5 yards on that carry.
Made something out of nothing. There's nowhere to go, and he still got it.
Running back on that play was number 22, Caleb Foster. He comes in his freshman year from Lakewood High School.
They're running hurry-up offense right now.
Got a hurry-up offense again. Trips right on the right side. He's going to hand it off to Foster once again, who's going to be brought down for another gain of about a yard or 2. Caleb Foster.
This is a big third down right here.
Caleb Foster last year was with Lakewood High School when they went to the CIF sectional championship game against Northwood High School. So he did have a chance to, he has playoff experience with football through high school. So now what we see here is Madonna's going to go under center. Now he's going to drop back and go into a lone formation. He's going to get his receiver, and we're going to have a Viking first down. The Vikings have to keep moving because the clock is going to keep running.
That was a good little up and out. Kept it away from the defender. Defender was playing deep, so they went underneath and got the first down.
So now we've got 5.5 left to play. Vikings have possession of the ball. Madonna's the lone man in the backfield. He's going to look to his right to his receivers. He's got one. No, it's going to fall incomplete yet again. Number 3, Matthew Berengy, the wide receiver from Western. He was looking to get that pass, and the unfortunate part of that is, once again, he had the ball in his hands, but he could not hang on. So now we're back to a regular shotgun formation with a running back to his left and trips to his right. So he's going to look center. Now he's going to run to his right. He's running to the right side of the field. He's looking downfield, and he throws it out of bounds.
You gotta make it a more accurate throw than that. The receiver is open. You have plenty of time. There's nobody by you. You gotta make a better throw than that.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 10 on what the Vikings thought could be a very big opportunity here. If they cannot convert or at least get close to that first down,
This might be 4th down territory.
then we have to see if the Vikings get to that 4th down and it's close
Depending on how
enough,
close it is, yeah.
they may have to go for it on 4th down in order to have a chance here as the clock continues to run. Or excuse me, the clock is stopped at 5 minutes 11. Looks to his right. He doesn't have a receiver. And now he's going to be taken down.
Yeah, they're gonna have to punt. But
Big time defensive sack there from number 97. That was Isaiah Bogar, the D lineman freshman from Rancho Cucamonga High School, coming up and making that sack. So now that's going to force yet another punt here. It appears as though, is that Ethan?
bad snap.
That's not Smithlin,
again,
and that is a
the
bad
punt team.
kick. The punt team now, the ball,
That is literally like a 2-yard punt.
that was number 47, Ryder Padilla, he is the emergency backup kicker for the Vikings out there making that punt. And that was not what he was expecting.
I don't know if I've ever seen a worse performance from a punt team in my life.
So it's going to be a first down for the Tigers as a big defensive stop comes in, and it's going to result in a loss.
Vikings defense still out there playing strong.
Yes, they are. They are fighting. They want this win as the clock winds down to 4 minutes to go. The Vikings could still have a chance if they are able to get the ball without allowing a touchdown. If they can get the ball and then take it down the field, if they can go down the field and clock the ball, meaning what they do is they take the ball downfield and then run down there as quick as they can, set up no play, just snap the ball and throw it into the ground so they can stop the clock, and then they would have time. But now
it looks like Riverside is trying to waste the clock right now. They're just running back-to-back plays, running the ball so they can drain the clock. Because, honestly, if the Vikings offense is playing like they are, they're not going to have any time to score.
Little chit-chat coming in there. Clock continues to run, going down to 4 minutes.
This can work out for the Vikings, though. That means if they do it again, it's going to be fourth down, and they're going to punt the ball.
It's going to be a 3rd and 7 from the Vikings' 31-yard line. So
Vikings just have to get a stop right here.
If the defense can do what they've been doing so far in the start of in the fourth quarter, they've got him stopped. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, they got.
And there's going to be a late flag on the play. We'll see what happens here.
The defense got a really good push on that play and got in there, got in the backfield and got the running back. Hopefully.
They're going to talk it over. That flag came in from the umpire. They're talking it over now.
They can't throw that flag, though.
Did you see anything there? That's going to be a wave off. No flag. 4th down.
They can't do that. They can't. They got to let the players decide the game right there. They can't throw a petty flag right there.
So we've got 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. 4th down offense here. They're not going to send the punt team out or the field goal unit. They are going to go for it here on 4th down. And if they cannot, then that does give the Vikings that last hope.
They're just going to waste time. They're going to bring the clock down within 5 seconds, and then they're going to snap it.
Or call a timeout. Play clock's at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or maybe he'll take the delay game and give him more room to work on the punt.
Are they going to take a delay of game, or are they going to did they call a timeout? It appears as though they have called a timeout, but there was no flag indicative of a delay of game. The play clock was at 0 for about 3 seconds until the referee blew his whistle. But yet there was no flag. So if they're not going to call this a delay of game, so now it's going to be called a timeout. So with 2 minutes 15 seconds remaining to play here, it's still possible that the Vikings could do something, but they may have to, if they can get a big 4th down stop right now and not allow them to get that first down, because if they get a first down, I believe then that may result in the game being over. However,
you never
I don't
know.
think
the Vikings have any more timeouts, so
the Vikings
they can literally just run out the clock. They can just kneel on it.
Yeah, the Vikings are out of timeouts. Riverside has 1. However, if the Vikings can force a stop, here. Although, let's see. Are they
Looks like the special
sending?
teams is
Are
coming
they
out.
sending the field? Yes, they are. They're gonna send the field goal unit out on the field. Mind you, should this field goal not go through the uprights, the Vikings will take over from the 31-yard line. So they're going to line up heavily on that left side to try and block that kick.
Either way, the Vikings are going to need a
Snap
touchdown.
is away, kick is up, and it's going to not
good.
be good. No good. The kick,
Vikings defense steps up again.
the kick is
Do
no
what they're
good.
supposed to do. Now it's all up to the offense.
The defense did. You
So-
said it right. You said it right. The defense did what they had to do. They got the big 4th down stop. Now, all that has to be done is the offense has to step up in these last 2 minutes of play, and
Run that 2-minute offense.
they need to run the 2-minute offense. And if they can get down the field, they need to run down there and clock that ball so that they can stop the play and stop the clock in order to get a play organized and get ready to go. So we'll see what Will Madonna and the Vikings can do here with 2 minutes to go. He's going to drop back and look to his left, and it's going to be incomplete.
I don't know who he was going to right there. They're wasn't a very good throw.
Kyle Miller, number 6, was the intended receiver. He did not get it, so now it's 2nd and 10. Madonna's looking for everything he can get in order to keep this game alive for the Vikings and have a chance. He's going to look right, but he's going to get swallowed up. He wasn't taken down, but he lost his balance, and that's going to be a big loss for the Vikings. It's now going to be 3rd.
Madonna got to get his head in the game right now. He should have stepped up in the pocket and made a good throw.
It's going to be 3rd and 16. So now you're looking at a Hail Mary. You have to be looking at a Hail Mary type thing here.
Nah, it's 4 down territory, so they just need to get a big chunk so they can get close to the first down, and then they have 4th down and do what they have to do to get it first. But they have to get
So
they have to get something.
here we go. We've got Tripp's offense to the right. He's going to look to those receivers to his right, and he's not going to get it. The Tigers,
And they're only rushing 4 people.
the Tigers defense could not put it on. The Tigers defense, they got to him, and it just proves that they know it. One last chance here. Clock's winding down, 45 seconds. Madonna's going to try one last opportunity here. He's going to go up the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
And that's your ball game.
So that's going to be the ball game, folks. The Tigers are going to take over on downs. They're going to take the knee, and that's going to be your ball game here tonight. They don't even have to run a play at this point. All they have to do is take the ball, take the knee, and that's it. So we'll see just what happens, but in any other time frame, what ends up happening is the quarterback goes up there, gets the ball, and he'll take the knee and end the game. Coach Tom Kraft there instructing them what to do. So he's going to call his 3rd and final timeout.
Calling timeout for it. Just go out there and do one, and that's the game.
They're gonna call the timeout. I don't know. What are they practicing how to take the knee?
Maybe there's a backup in there.
Are they practicing how to take the knee? That's still
maybe there's
Jordan.
a backup in there.
That's still Jordan Barton in there. That's still number 15.
Maybe it's a backup center.
Looks like the center is number 71, which is Calvin Apuja, an outside lineman, sophomore year from Murrieta Valley High School. So now the Tigers are going to take the field, and indeed, it is number 71 going out there in center. So they're just going to take one snap here and run the clock, and that will be your ball game. That's all they have to do. The ball is set. Referee blows the play. There's going to be a flag on that jump. I don't know why, whoever that was, I don't know why he chose to do that.
Well,
it's going to be a personal foul.
That's just showing you the fight of the defense. The defense has been fighting hard. And
so the penalty is going to be half the distance.
He's just going to play to the very last whistle. The Riverside should have probably declined it and just walked off the field. That's probably the game.
It's going to be
there.
half the distance to the goal. They don't have to run a play here. All they have to do is just get the ball. And
they could just walk away right now.
They don't even have to. They don't even have to snap it.
Yeah.
The play clock is higher than the game clock as we're winding down from 20 seconds, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. The Tigers are going to walk off the field. They're not going to run another snap, and that's going to be your ball game, folks. The teams are going to line up on the 50-yard line to shake hands. Traditional sportsman-like conduct. Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. The final score is 45-40.
We'll see you next time on Viking Sports.
We will see you next time right here on Viking Sports.